Why? Okay. Why? Why are you beeping? So everybody wants an SUV, even the premium brands. What is born but the luxurious SUV segment? Think of the likes of the Porsche Macan and now the Maserati Levante, which has just arrived in South Africa recently, and now the Jaguar F-Pace. I've been so excited to drive this car. The concept came back out in 2013. It was called the CX-17, and you would think that it is interesting that Jaguar would decide to build an SUV when their sister company Land Rover is like the SUV gurus, if you will. I give credit to Jaguar for was that they said, no, we don't want your help. We don't want to base it on the Discovery Sport or the Evoque, both successful cars. We would rather do it ourselves. So back off, people. We're doing it ourselves. I'm off to go and get a certain Ian McLaren in the car. Ian is a senior associate editor for the superb CARmag, which is where I began my career. It all just sounds like ooh. Okay, let's see if this works. Call Ian McLaren.
Choose a line number.
How easy was that? 1.
Selecting line 1. Ian McLaren. Work. Dialing.
Boom! Jaguar just nailed that.
Too young, too dumb to realize that I should have bought you flowers and held your hand, take you to every party, cause all you wanted to do was dance. Now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man.
Also has styling cues from the F-Type, which makes it so striking. It is a good looking car.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. Come down, take my hand, spin it round and round. Do you feel
Why don't you like this?
Why don't I like this?
Press the next button. And it still is very Jaguar, which is hard to do when you're taking essentially saloon cars and then, you know, can you carry that character through? And I think they have. Even inside, it's beautifully Jaguar. That's nice. I put quite a few on here that I think you're gonna actually just ping. Do you know the words to this?
I do actually.
You have to sing it.
No.
No. You can choose from 3 trim levels, but if you ask, you can get a 4th one. It's called First Edition. Google it.
kiss the rain?
It's like the hottest day of the year. Next.
The boot is rather generous at 304 litres, which is marginally bigger than its competitor, the Macan, which has 296 litres. One thing that does bother me a little bit in the boot is it has a raised floor which covers the full spare tyre. And in the beginning I thought that would bother me until I could put things in those little side thingies. So it's like a nook and cranny where you can put stuff and stuff doesn't roll around. So it's actually rather handy for things like my yoga mat. And it doesn't roll everywhere and then come out and I've got like this whole big thing of mat.
I like the F-Pace. I just think it's a little bit expensive, so I understand why people don't. I understand there's a lot of Range Rover Sports on the road, so maybe people buy this because it's not a Range Rover Sport and it's for the time being fairly unique. But for the price, and this car as spec, if I'm not mistaken, is over $1 million. So that's a pretty nice Range Rover Sport.
You can choose from either 2 turbo petrol or 2 turbo diesel engines. This F-Pace I'm driving kicks off the range with the 2-litre diesel, and it gives you 130 kilowatts of power and 430 newton meters of torque. Now, I feel that the engine is a little bit small for such a beast of a car. And so if I were to choose, I would go for the 3-litre V6 turbo diesel, which gives you 220 kilowatts of power and a ton of Newton meters, 700. Do you see why I would opt for that one?
She's hot.
I actually watched this video yesterday. She's flippin' beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous. For an Australian.
In fairness, this engine is still fine. You can get from 0 to 100 in 8.7 seconds. This is just for you.
No, man. No, choose.
Oh, well. Oh, this one.
No.
Yeah, because you...
Terrible system.
All the engines are mated to this 8-speed automatic transmission, which sends the power to all 4 wheels. If you want a hardcore 4x4, go to the sister company and get what they do so well. So quality really doesn't come cheap, you know. The range starts at just under 780,000 and goes up to 1.3 million. And if you're going for the budget buy, 780, you're going to spec it up, so you're going to spend money anyway.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. All my friends are heathens, take it slow.
It's just so that I don't sing along.
Please don't
Have you
make
know the song?
No. It sits in a segment that has some really strong competitors. You could get yourself a Range Rover Sport. You could get yourself the gorgeous Volvo XC90. Or its sibling, the T8 twin engine, which would be cheaper than this and obviously more fuel efficient. Very cool feature that the Jag F-Pace has is what is called an activity key. And I think so many people who mountain bike or surf or whatever would benefit from this. So basically it's a wristband that you wear. You hold it up against the J for Jaguar on the boot and the car locks, and then it's automated so that when you come back to the car, it unlocks for you. So you leave your key in the center console or wherever you want, and off you go surfing, mountain biking, doing whatever you want, and then when you come back, you can unlock the car.
That's a prize.
This is on your phone.
You know why I like this? Headline,
My mama didn't
my
like
mom
it.
don't like it, she likes everyone. Mine
Might want to edit that out of the video.
oh, fuck it.
But I think people will buy something like this because it's Jaguar. You know? Oh my god, I'm like upper lip sweating.